this is Kevin, and welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to be discussing all of the new JRPGs which are releasing later this year into 2023. Probably not all of them, but the main titles that cross my mind. And I want to start this video first by thanking my friend Nuke, a subscriber of the channel who you probably see in the live streams in the comments section, who asked me to do this video. And I thank you very much for offering your suggestions down below with, you know, what games you want me to cover. And for all your comments, really. Thanks a lot, man. So I appreciate that. So there are just so many games releasing later this year into 2023, three of which later this month in the span of the next 2 weeks. And I don't know how you could keep up with it. It's just crazy, man. Although I do have one of them pre-ordered. I do have Digimon Survive pre-ordered, which is releasing, I think, on the 22nd. So, was it next week or 2 weeks? Or no, maybe it's Liverlift's the 22nd, and then Digimon Survives the following week. There's just so many games. We'll go through them all, and I'll share my thoughts. But yeah, they look so great. And this is just JRPG. So imagine if you play other games. Like, you know, the talk of the town is this God of War, which I was actually having a conversation with another of, like, my YouTube friends, I guess. And I told him, I said, I had never even seen the God of War trailer. You know, I don't give two shits about God of War, but I guess that's like the big thing at all these PlayStation 5 fanboys, because they have no games on that godforsaken console. They're like, look at all the views the trailer got. Like, who the hell cares? But, you know, if you're into God of War, that's fine, I guess. So we'll start by going in chronological order, and I mainly took the games that Nuke left in the comments down below, but I also looked and, you know, remembering games that, you know, I've seen in passing as well. So, first of which is Liverlift, which I've seen conflicting things about this, because here, this is the Nintendo Switch site. It's $49.99, but I've seen on Best Buy, maybe this is just digitally, it's a little cheaper. I've seen on Best Buy that it's $60. So, I don't know what the deal is with Liverlift, but it looks cool. It's like classic turn-based RPG. I believe this was an SNES game back in the day that I don't think ever got translated. Maybe it got translated with emulation and stuff, but it never got a North American release. And so they decided to do a remaster of it. And you see, I think there's 8 characters here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 8 characters. And there's like 8 different storylines. So I guess it's kind of like Octopath Traveler, but the OG Octopath Traveler. I'm not going to play any of these videos here. Let me just see if there's screenshots. That'd be cool. It's got like the HD 2D thing going. And, you know, you choose your character and it's different storylines. It's turn-based. Looks like one's an Old West. One is like a samurai thing going on. The hell is this? Fighter Select. One's like futuristic in outer space. You got the monsters. So this almost looks like it's grid-based too. But your classic turn-based. I mean, I would be for this game. I am for this game, but the way I look at it right now is there's so many games out there. There's so many games in my backlog still. I still need to finish Persona 5 Royal with New Game Plus, and then I got a whole bunch of other games to get to. So that's why I'm gonna get Digimon Survive. But you know, this looks awesome. It's just there's so many right now that I can't play them all. So yeah, here's the Sundown Kid in the Wild Wild West. I believe there's a demo on the Switch right now. You can play the demo if you're into that. And this is releasing July 22nd. So that looks pretty awesome. We'll get to these too later. So yeah, that's actually the next game. Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which is $60 naturally. I think there's a limited edition which you can get, which they had a lot of trouble the first time they tried releasing it on the website. It kept crashing. But I think it's not necessary to play the first 2 Xenoblade Chronicles games, but it helps in terms of lore. I don't think any of the characters, like the main party or any of that, carries over, but it helps. It's similar, you know, you probably want to play like Xenogears and Xenosaga too, because they have, is it like Final Fantasy? I don't know. It's in numbered order. I can't even fucking speak. You know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, this looks cool. I mean, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was one of the early games on the Switch in 2017. The first Xenoblade Chronicles was a hidden gem on the Wii, which no one really played until it got ported over. I think it was on the Wii U, and then it got ported back over to the Switch with updated graphics and stuff. But this is like almost action. It's almost like, the way it looks to me, it's almost like turn-based, maybe like Final Fantasy 12, but it's got like action elements to it as well. And how many party members do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, what, 6 party members? Holy shit. Usually it's 4 party members. Maybe there's reserves and stuff. But yeah, this looks pretty cool. Let's see, you got the main characters. Noah. Does it show like the other characters? Oh, here you go. Mio. And, you know, especially with Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Uni, you had Mithra and Pyra, so you had all the usuals raging over, you know, the fan service, which, I don't know, some people are saying they tone the fan service down with this, but, you know, it still looks good. It's a Japanese game. It's going to have fan service. So there's DLC. Holy shit, you got to get the expansion pack with items and outfits. Oh, you don't need that shit. New outfits. That's so stupid. I hate when they do this shit with DLC. They're already trying to shove DLC down your throats. Holy crap. But yeah, I'm into this. I gotta play Xenoblade Chronicles 1 first, though. Which Nuke just finished Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and said, I would like some aspects, but dislike other aspects, because it is open world. So here's Digimon Survive, which has been delayed for forever, but it's finally releasing on the 29th, so that's in 2 weeks. I should mention, too, this is Switch, and with Digimon Survive, it's on, well, maybe it is on PlayStation 5, too. But it says here, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch from Bandai Namco. $60. And it's a visual novel with tactical RPG elements to it. So I'm all for this. Looks pretty cool. Here's the gallery. So it's got, like, the anime cutscenes, you know, especially if you're a Digimon fan. And, there's Guillemon, which I think Guillemon is one of the pre-order bonuses. And you gotta answer, like a visual novel, you gotta answer the questions. From one of the trailers, it looks like there's 8 characters, so I wonder if there's 8 different routes, or you have the main character and they're all party members, or what the deal is. But this looks great. I got it pre-ordered. I'm looking forward to playing it. And if you're a Digimon fan, I'm sure you're thinking the same. So next up, oh, what the hell is this? This is my, getting the tabs ready. You should have seen that. Next up, we have Soul Hackers 2, which is releasing on August 26th. So this is coming out right away. And this just got announced, like, out of nowhere. And releasing on everything except the Switch, which is kind of odd, but, you know, in terms of the graphics. Because, I mean, it looks great, especially for the, you know, the Atlas games, the Persona style. So you think the Switch could handle it, but not right now. It's on the PS5, 4, Xbox Series X, S, 1, Windows, and Steam. This is rated M, too. Let's see. Violence, blood and gore, partial nudity, and strong language. So, I saw the trailer. I'm not sure all the voice actors, but I do know Erica Lindbeck is one of the voice actors, and she's great. So, that alone warrants a buy, in my opinion. And I very much enjoyed Persona 5. I'm probably not going to get this one on launch. Because, like I said, so many games. But I will keep an eye out for this. Wait for a sale. Hopefully, like, Black Friday or so, it'll go on sale or something. Oh, there's Jack Frost. We had him at the beginning. Hee-ho! What's he say? Hee-ho! You looking to recruit me, ho? Switching? Hee-ho! Good old Jack Frost. So, I'm not even sure. The first Soul Hackers, I believe, was on the 3DS. Or there was a remaster on the 3DS or something. But this looks cool. And I'll be keeping my eye out for that. I wonder if there's like a Persona cycle, like life simulation or whatever. But obviously, I don't think it's high school because these characters look a little older. So yeah, I'm looking forward. Oh, look at you. If you pre-order, I think there's one pre-order thing is like $200. You get all this shit. I don't know, man. I'm fine with the pre-orders to get some stuff, but $200 is pushing it. Alright, so next up we have this Monochrome Mobius, which is only releasing on Steam as of right now in North America. In Japan, I think it's releasing on all the consoles. And this is a long line of games. I looked this up. This is like a 20-year... Yeah, right here. A new JRPG from veteran studio Aquaplus commemorating 20 years of the multimedia... I can't pronounce that series. And this is like an anime, manga, video game series. This has been around for a long time. I never even heard of it. Nuke also referred this game to me, like... what was it, last week maybe, with the trailer, and the trailer looks great. It's like turn-based. It almost looks like a Tales game to me after playing Tales of Arise. So, this is releasing September 7th. Let's see, JRPG, fantasy, strategy RPG, lore-rich, 3D. So, on Steam. So, for now, it'll be a pass because my computer can't handle it. But, for those who are interested, this game looks really cool. Alright, next up, this just got announced the other day from Niche Gamer. Geofield Chronicles gets a Western release date, which this was shown at I think the Square, not the E3, but their presentation a few weeks ago, and it's on Steam now. This is a tactical RPG, September 22nd. it looks cool. I enjoy triangle strategy. And this looks more like European, like knights, fantasy stuff. Because you see a lot of these fantasy RPG games, they sort of are like that, but then they deviate into the outer space, the evil monsters out there, or whatever. This looks cool. And it's cool to see the resurgence of strategy RPGs. Next up, we have Valkyrie Elysium, which Valkyrie Profile Chronicles, I think that's what it's called, was a game on the PlayStation 2. I think there was a few sequels there. This is the long-awaited, not really sequel, but continuing the franchise, which is more action RPG based. Not really my cup of tea. What the hell is this shit? We're not going to do that. Because I honestly don't want to put my birth date on there. But I'm of age, don't worry. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about action RPG. Because I think this was a turn-based back in the day. But, you know, if you're into that, that's releasing in September. I think only on PlayStation, which is why I have this on... So is it PlayStation 5 exclusive then? Probably. Alright, next up is Trails from Zero from NIS America, which was releasing on September 27th. Now, this is a game that I think was released only in Japan. Maybe it was on the PlayStation Vita. Because I know Trails in the Sky was also on the PlayStation Vita, but they're still on Steam. And slowly but surely, Falcom has been re-releasing all these games on modern platforms. And there was a big bundle, it's sold out now, where you can get all these cool art books. And, you know, I've been meaning to play the Trails of Cold Steel games. I have the first one, but I still haven't gotten around to it. This looks more like retro, turn-based, and I'm interested in this. Let's see. So you can get them on all these different sites here. I think it's $60 as well. I think if I click on one of them, it'll like dox myself because I have my zip code with Best Buy. I'm probably signed in, so we're not going to go there. All right, next up we have Star Ocean: The Divine Force. I saw the trailer for this, and I never played the last Star Ocean game, but I heard it sucked. But seeing the trailer, this looks cool. The character designs are all great. This is from Square Enix, releasing on October 27th. And I do believe my girl Erica Limbeck is also voicing a character here, which is always welcome. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to this as well. Is there any more screenshots? You can look up the if you're interested, look up all the trailers for these games. I think I did make a community post of the trailer when it first came out, though. So yeah, I'm looking forward. Is this it, media? I don't want to play a video, though, just because it'll echo. Alright, so there's Star Ocean. Hopefully they can redeem themselves. Next up is Harvestella. It says releasing 2022. It's releasing November or something. I think November 3rd, maybe? This looks cool. I don't really know, because it's not open world, but it's almost like Harvest Moon, Stardew Valley, I guess Minecraft, we can say. So there's not a real plot. They sort of incorporate a plot into it, but by looking at the trailer, you're like maintaining your village, growing crops and shit. It looks cool. I think there's battles later on from Square Enix. So, you know, we'll see. Some people are really into those games. I played like some of the Harvest Moon games back in the day. And I tried playing Stardew Valley. I never really got into that. I played Minecraft years ago when that was big in the early 2010s. But I wouldn't say it's like Animal Crossing either, because it seems to be like you fight more monsters and stuff. Like, oh yeah, there's a battle right there. So you got that. Next up in November, we have Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which I'm very interested in this. I always love Pokemon. The starters look great. Fuecoco, the fire starter, we got to go with him. And this is releasing November 18th. So it seems like Pokemon lately has a game a year. And people complain about Pokemon, oh, the designs are getting stale, it's this, it's that. You all still buy it. And you all still love it. I love Pokemon. So I'm interested in this. And, you know, it's on the Switch. People always complain on the dude, it's on the Switch. It's really, although the Switch is porting Nier Automata, which is a great looking game too. I don't have a tab for that, but I'll talk about the ports at the end, I suppose. So here we have Dragon Quest Treasures, which is releasing on December 9th. And this also seems like a game where you can go around, open world type, fight monsters. And it's Eric and his sister. Wow, what was her name? Christ, from Dragon Quest XI. The dude's name is Eric. What was the sister's name? Mia. Okay, Mia. Yeah, that was a nice story when you got to like the second act when you were finding everybody again. Dragon Quest XI was a great game. This looks fun. I'm looking forward to this. Next up, we have One Piece Odyssey. They say expected release date December 31st. That's a placeholder date. We don't know the exact date. There's been footage. It's turn-based. It looks incredible. And I am looking forward to this, absolutely. I've never read or watched One Piece. I've seen a few episodes here and there, but I don't really know too much about it. You gotta give them props. I mean, at least they got, Nami is looking fine. And I think the other chick, Robin, she's, you know, looks the way she looks in the manga, so no problems there, I suppose. There's Luffy. I think his name is Usopp. Zoro. But Zoro seems like a badass, so he's got his knife in his mouth. Or his katana or whatever. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Look up the gameplay footage. It's turn-based, looks great. Then in 2023, the summer, we have Final Fantasy XVI. Again, this game looks great. This will probably be the last straw for me to actually buy a PS5. But yeah, we got Clive. And apparently there's going to be like time skips and stuff. Because I saw an interview from the director, Yoshida here. He said that you're going to play as Clive as a child, teen, and then adult. So I don't know what the deal is there, but it looks incredible. Like just graphically, the music in that trailer was great. I like how it's got like the classic fantasy feel too, with the, you know, the knights and almost like the European feel to it. So I'm looking forward to it. The mainstream Final Fantasy is never going to be turn-based anymore, which Yoshida in his interview said something along the lines of turn-based and graphics don't work, which I beg to differ, but, you know, fair enough. That's what they think nowadays. So here we have Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion. This is a remake of Crisis Core, which is a PSP game, prequel, where you play as Zack. And this is releasing in, I believe, it doesn't say to be confirmed, I believe it's December of 2022. So that's coming out soon. If you compare the graphics from the PSP to this, definitely up the game there. I'm looking forward to this. I enjoyed Final Fantasy VII Remake. I don't care what people say. I thought that was a great game. And I'm looking forward to the future installments. So here we have Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. This is part 2, which they did confirm it's going to be 3 parts. Again, I loved Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I'm very much looking forward to this. This is coming out in winter of 2023, I believe. Which, did I misspeak here? This is coming out this winter, if I'm not mistaken, 2022. And then this is coming out winter of 2023, because the other Final Fantasy is coming out in the summer. So they're spacing them out a little bit. And then one last thing, just take this, you know, with a grain of salt. I saw this on 4chan. I think Wario64 on Twitter, who's, you know, mostly just tweets the news, mentioned this as well. But apparently there was a leak with Bandai Namco. I don't know how true this is, but I'll just talk about it anyway. And they have some Bandai Namco games. Not all of them are turn-based, obviously. Which I find Digimon Story 2, I don't know if that's real. Because how long did it take them to do Digimon Survive? And I know Digimon Cyber Sleuth 1 came out in like 2017 or so, or 2018. So it could add up, but I don't know. Are they going to put this out that fast? And then a sequel to Elden Ring? I don't know. But seeing this Tales of Ascension, could be true. Especially with Dragon Ball, because there's every year a new Dragon Ball game. So that makes sense. And I guess a One Punch Man fighting game, because they're doing a JoJo's fighting game too. But yeah, lots of things to look forward to. If I'm missing anything, you know, let me know in the comments down below, and you know, we'll talk about it. But yeah, so thanks again, Nuke, for suggesting this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned tomorrow. I will have my review of the 4th Bleach Blu-ray. And then on Saturday, I'm going to return to live streaming with my new Let's Play of Pokemon Sword. So I hope to see you guys there. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for more videos coming soon. Have a great day, everybody.